welcome to today's show. As I always say, another week, another mainstream music video pushed out to the masses, targeting young teens. Now we have Future, who is a rapper, coming out with a song called Used to This featuring Drake, filled with the same symbols I expose in all of these videos. I hope the point gets across. When you see these same exact things, if you watch this channel, it should resonate to a point where you say, this is beyond ridiculous, and it should be easy at this point to share some of these videos, the ones especially these music videos that have the same exact esoteric, satanic, Illuminati symbols in them. So of course, the video starts off with the pyramid. We see the lights flashing, the pyramid right in front of our face. Not a surprise, the pyramid is always used in these videos. We see it over and over, but more so than that, immediately after, we see what? You won't believe this. Don't jump out of your seats now. Hold on. Black and white tiles, black and white floors right in front of our faces. Again, what a surprise. I guess the black and white tiles are in. Maybe we should all get our floors done in our kitchen and get the black and white tile. Apparently it's trending right now. Oh wait, it's not trending. But these people in these music videos, these celebrities like the Kardashians, all these people have the black and white tiles in their home. Taylor Swift, all of them. In all the music videos we see it. What does it represent? Again, it represents the Freemasons. The black and white tile represents the Baphomet. As above, so below. The esoteric knowledge that your good deeds outweigh your bad deeds. That's what these Satanists believe, that their good deeds outweigh their bad deeds. It's not a coincidence that in almost every single video, whether it's black and white floor tiling or deliberately black and white clothing is there. They are always doing it. They are the ones, the Freemasons, the ones who control and manipulate our society. They are the ones running this. They are Satanists. Freemasons worship Satan. The black and white tile you will see inside the Masonic lodges. They are in these videos because the producers, the handlers, the people who run Hollywood and the entertainment business are Freemasons who worship Lucifer. That is a fact. That is what they are taught when they reach a certain degree in the Freemason lodges. All of these guys are in on it. Drake is in on it. Future is in on it. Their job is to push this symbolism in your face, to brainwash the masses, to dumb down the masses, to get them to worship these people while flashing and conditioning people with all of these Illuminati Freemason symbols. So Drake, of course, who I've talked about and exposed before in the channel, is a prominent Zionist Illuminati puppet. Okay, he is not a thug rapper. He is not some guy considered quote-unquote hard. That's not who he is. He is manipulating young children out there into hearing his songs, and then he is flashing these symbols to indoctrinate you with occultism. That is what he is doing. We see the owl symbolism all the time with Drake. It doesn't represent October's very own. The owl represents the knowledge, the hidden knowledge. These people believe they have wisdom beyond anyone of this earth, that they hold the secret knowledge. That's what these Masons believe. That's why we see the owl at the Bohemian Grove, the owl symbolism on Justin Bieber's arm. All of these guys have the tattoos and wear the shirts with the owl on it. Okay, they'll always tell you it means something different, and they'll get away with rubbing it in your face. So we have Drake and we have Future. Like I said, we see the pyramid and we see the black and white tile, the same stuff over and over. So then we get this guy Future blatantly throwing up the devil horns. He isn't just casually doing it and moving his fingers and picking his nose and making the devil horn symbol. He is blatantly letting you know in your face as he holds it up to the camera above his head. He holds it prominently. He's showing you right there who he's aligned with, who he has an allegiance with, and that is Lucifer. That is who these people worship. So you see him doing it. You also see Drake throwing up the devil horns. Not a surprise because we see it over and over in these music videos. After that, what do we see? Well, we see the 666 sign. Future, again, after throwing up the devil horns, wants to let you know who he is aligned with. This is not an A-OK sign. This is a 666. That is what it represents. That's why you always see these celebrities throwing it up. It's not a coincidence on magazine cover after magazine cover that these celebrities are doing this pose, holding it over their eye, holding up the 666, whether it's Beyonce, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, whoever it is, they've all done it. They haven't gone on photo shoots and just said, hey, is it all right if I do the A-OK sign? Do you mind? I really just want to let everybody out there know everything's A-OK. Hang on one second and say cheese. That's not how it works. This is how they message each other. It's so important for people out there to understand this. They speak in codes. That is how they communicate. Our brains have not been trained that way. That's why our society is dumbed down, because they pushed us through this public school system into believing in all of these things that don't matter, that don't get us anywhere in life, and they have been trained to speak this way. Our brains don't pick up on it. That's why we're walking around. The majority of people are walking around in an alpha state. They are not awake. They are literally asleep, especially when they're watching these videos. That's why they don't see these signs and these symbols. These people communicate with each other in these videos through these signs and symbols, on these magazine covers through signs and symbols. It doesn't matter where it is. They will throw it up, and they will do it prominently. This isn't catching them casually doing it. They are letting you know it's deliberately being done. So the 666 sign, once again, people want to believe it's a coincidence that they're saying A-OK. Future is letting you know who he has an allegiance with. These guys don't just become famous out of nowhere because, oh, they can rap or they can sing. There's millions of people out there that have good voices, okay? Millions of people. That's how they have season after season of these propaganda shows like American Idol and The Voice, because there's people out there who have good voices. These people are not just getting there via talent. They are placed there. They are part of these secret societies. They are manipulating people into thinking that they're talented and you should chase your dreams and go for it, because it's an endless cycle of failure. Because the only way you make it in these industries is if you're one of them. This whole matrix that we live in has been set up for us to fail and to be in enslavement to them. That's what's going on. So we see the 666 sign once again, and of course we see Drake. What a surprise. We've seen him also throw up the 666 sign before, talking about running through the 666, but everybody says, well, that means Canada. It's a place in Canada. It's all of this stuff. It's just they get away with it because they make things up. When Beyonce was flashing the 666 sign at the CMAs and I exposed it, literally people were messaging me who were claiming that now apparently the 666 sign has something to do with a town in Texas. Now that means Texas. Now we all know that the devil horns is a sign that the Texas Longhorns, the football team, the college, uses. Now they're also claiming that Texas and the 666 sign go 1 and 1, and that's why Beyonce was throwing it up. I don't think so. That's not why she was throwing it up. But this is how they manipulate people. They just go, no, that's what I was doing. They go, oh, okay, Beyonce, you're wonderful. It's all part of the plan. So we see Drake here deliberately putting his hand over his eye, doing the all-seeing eye. You can see it. His eye's coming through. He's deliberately doing this pose. This is probably the most common pose you'll see. We see it all the time, just like the 666 on magazine covers. You'll see a celebrity putting his hand over his eye. It's not because he wants to play peekaboo with you. He isn't saying, hey, everybody, peekaboo. They're letting their fellow brothers in the masonry, in the occult, know that they're one with them, and they're mocking us right in front of our faces. That's what they all do. So this is Future with Drake. Two elitists, two occultists who people believe rise to fame. Drake, of course, coming through the system, young teen, doing Disney shows and things like that. What a surprise. Now he's a major musician. And people think when I do these videos, oh, you're just hating on him, you're jealous. No, to be honest, if somebody came and offered me Drake or Future's life, I would say bury me in cement. Okay, I take that over being them. No, thank you. All I need in my life is Jesus Christ. I don't need the money or the fame that these people search for. But people who hear this stuff constantly think when we're exposing these people that we have an issue with them. That you're racist, you're going after a black rapper. Oh, you're a sexist because you're going after, the Dixie Chicks. Oh, you're homophobic because you're exposing homosexual activity in these videos. No, not at all. It's the children out there who are being indoctrinated with this stuff. They are our future, not Future the rapper. Our children are. They need to realize that they are in a system of enslavement. They need to realize that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. That's it. There's no way around it. They need to understand these things. So we have to expose this stuff before they're indoctrinated with it, because people are going to be flashing these things. They're going to be comfortable with these things. They can become more and more mainstream because people just don't pick up on it, and they think that these symbols mean the opposite of what they mean. They think the devil horns means rock and roll. It does not. They think the 666 sign means A-OK. It does not. What do you think their obsession with the pyramid is over? That they love pizza? I mean, what do you think it's over? This is all an indoctrination. So, again, This is Future with Drake. Let's go over the signs again. We see the pyramid, right? We see it all the time, over and over. We see the black and white tile paying homage to the Baphomet, as above, so below, the esoteric knowledge that they think they have. Their good deeds outweigh their bad deeds. That's why and how they get away with this stuff. They believe that by doing a few good deeds, it's okay for them to commit human sacrifice, because that's what they do, folks. Human sacrifice of children, babies, animals. And that's why you see the black and white symbolism over and over. They believe it balances them out. It's the balance of the universe, all this garbage that they spew. That's why we see it in the Freemason lodges. That's why every Freemason lodge has the black and white floor. And it's not a coincidence that they keep showing it in these videos. This is probably the 50th video I've done, so exposing either a music video or an artist and a bunch of their videos where these same symbols are in there. What do you think? They're all getting together and they're just like, oh man, we should get the black and white tiles, right? It's real fun, right? Everybody loves black and white tiles. The producers all just have the same taste, the same mindset. They're all saying, dude, throw up the A-OK. Throw it up. Yeah, so let the crowd know it's A-OK. No, it's an indoctrination. So again, the pyramid, the black and white tile, the devil horns, the 666 sign, Drake holding his hand over his eye, the all-seeing eye. They're making all these symbols right in front of our faces. So this is the song by Future featuring Drake called Used to This. And this is just more satanic Illuminati symbols right in front of our faces, folks. Try to learn these things. Try to pass it on to your friends. When you expose music videos, the reason I do it is because it makes it pretty obvious and pretty, it breaks it down pretty easily. Okay, I've exposed these symbols before, and then when you see it over and over repetitively, you can break somebody's trance by showing them this stuff and then saying, listen, what do you think? It's a coincidence that all these people are on these magazine covers doing this? That all these people are using the same symbols in their videos? And people start to go, yeah, it is kind of weird. It starts to open up their mind. That's why it's so important to show it. It's repetitive. It's there. Break them out of this trance. That's what we have to do. And get them to realize that Jesus Christ is the truth. All this other crap in this world are lies. They are trying to lead people away from God, and they are indoctrinating them with Satanism and occultic rituals and occultic symbols. That's what this is about to them, because they are planning on ushering in the Antichrist. That is what this is about. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.